Alright, guys. Alright. So, who is ready to beat Metroid Prime randomized? I certainly am. I'm ready to grab those last 3 items, most likely artifacts, and stomp on a space dragon, and then beat a giant crab squid. It'll make sense when we get there for those who don't know. Hello, Hope. So, what we are doing is we're going to go through this elevator that'll take us to the Great Tree Hall in the overworld. And that's right here. We're going to climb up the Great Tree. And we're going to grab that item, and then that item, and then that item kind of tucked away back there. And then we're going to come back here to the Artifact Temple, and we're going to kick off the finale. Why, hello there. Antoine? I think that's Antoine. I need to go watch my old videos so I can relearn the names of all the toads. Alright. Sippy break on the elevator. And away we go. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say about this part, but here we are at the Boost Ball Waterfall. Now that we have accomplished opening the cave at the Boost Ball Waterfall, we are free to come and go from this area as we please. Not that, not that we need it, because once we go from this area, we are just gonna go and beat the game. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I really like the... Oh! There we go. We made it. We're good. I really like the final boss, and the run-up to it. Right here? Wait. Some math isn't mathing. If that's the thermal visor, then where's the last artifact gonna be? Because we need 3 of them. Already have what? Wait, that's missiles? I'm so confused, guys. I am so... No, I didn't have the thermal visor. The thermal visor was the last one. That was the one that we weren't going to get. I wonder... I wonder if this randomizer is only set to need... is only set to need 9 artifacts? Because in the first time I played one of the randomizers, it only needed 6 artifacts, but the other ones were filled in on the... Huh. Well, ain't that just a pleasant surprise? Oh, come on, we can make that. Oh, come on, we can make that. We don't have to go through a bunch of shenanigans to get up there, do we? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well then. Whatever. I won't complain. The lack of a thermal visor was going to not make it hard, but just make it a pain to fight the final boss. I think I get ambushed by some ghosts here, so let's... There they are. The last confrontation with the ghosties. Give me my gun. Excuse me. That one's dead. That one's dead. Yes. Please. And that one's dead. Yes, I'm so sad to say goodbye to them. I'll be incredibly sad to say goodbye to them again when, you know, when we hit the remastered at some point. Because after all of this, after I'm done with this randomizer, I'm going to start a... Whoa, that would have been just ass, is what that would have been. Just absolute booty. Once I'm done with this randomizer, I'm going to run through all of the Metroid games in... Well, not all. I'm going to run through each game in chronological order. Like timeline order. Wait, hold on, is there... Oops, wrong button. Map, please. Thank you. Where does that take us? Magmore. Takes us to the Magmore workstation. Where did this let out? Twin Fires. Okay. That's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna play through the Metroid games in chronological order, and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a lore through. You know, play through them normally. We're not gonna randomize anything. We're just gonna kind of play through the game, and you know, I'll scan everything and in the Prime games. But in, you know, in each of them, I'll kind of just drop little nuggets of wisdom as we go. You know, little tidbits about the development, maybe, little bits about the, you know, actual, you know, the game itself. You know, the timeline, the lore. I'm a huge fan of this series. I love the story. Yes, even other M. I know that that one is a little more controversial because of some. Really, it's because of some bad localization. the way that, just Samus's dialogue and everything, in the version that was released in the US, it wasn't great. The voice actress, I mean, she did a phenomenal job with what she was given. Sort of a Hayden Christensen moment. She's a great voice actress. It's just, she ended up having a script and got a lot of direction that wasn't all that good. But we'll talk about those moments as they pop up. All right, elevator sippy break. Make sure to stay hydrated. I say as I drink a Pepsi. Definitely gonna need to talk about the Bird Bunny. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Bird Bunny. We're gonna talk about all of it. Talk about the Bird Bunny and how the Bird Bunny's actually not that great of a guy, and all kinds of stuff. And we're just gonna roll through and eat this damage because we're gonna go and save momentarily. Lyle. Oh, Lyle. I don't care about you. I don't care about any of this. We're getting out of here. Don't care about that beetle either. Get out of here. Hope, just for you, I will dig up as much information as I can about Lyle before we stream that one. Just so that I can give you hopefully a complete picture of Lyle. Yeah, I kind of figured you did. Alright, refill my missiles, save my game. And, yeah, let's rock this. Let's go fight us a Ridley. Oh, not with that gameplay. So the Ridley fight, it takes a little bit. It's not an incredibly hard fight. If you've never played the game and you're playing it for the first time, then yeah, Ridley is probably going to absolutely rock your shit. Because he's incredibly aggressive. I mean, I'm definitely going to be losing some health to this dude. But it will be an exciting fight. And for parts of it, it will also be a lot of just waiting for him to fly in range. We gotta ground him first. All right. Here we go. Yeah, the first time my child brain heard this music, it knew it was on. We'll give him a scan. Give him a scan just so everybody can see what's going on here. Like, just the design of this dude was so good. Like, that entrance. Scan him up. Alright. Meta Ridley, a genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved through pirate technology, because in the game before this, chronologically, which is Zero Mission, you kill him. But we'll talk about Ridley when we get to Zero Mission and why he doesn't stay dead, why he keeps coming back. Okay, reborn and evolved through pirate technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. Its armored hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a mason bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. Meta Ridley is also a formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky proposition. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and we are going to charge beam the crap out of his chest. And then he's gonna fly away. He's gonna circle around. Drop a bunch of bombs. Mark Zuckerberg vibes? What do you mean? Ow. Yeah, like that took off half an energy tank. Like, I don't know how to avoid that. Oh, come on now. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, come on. We're gonna do this dance again. It's a two-part joke. He's... okay. I get it now. That one had to be explained to me, and I'm sorry. Come on. So, okay. I don't like that. I don't like that Ridley's being compared to Mark Zuckerberg. That feels wrong to me. Don't insult the dragon. I mean, he is a gigantic douche, but I don't know that he deserves that. Where's he at? There he is. You just don't like that he's the bird bunny. You just refuse to accept that he's the bird bunny. Alright, we're close to, yeah, here we go. Phase 2. He waits until he's at, like, 25% hit points before he gets serious. What we've essentially done is we've overloaded his, ow. Ugh. So you guys can't see this, but I am actually in real life leaning in my chair when I am getting out of the way of this. I am locked in. So this is what I mean about him being hyper aggressive. Is he'll and then we just pump plasma. I know there is a window when he does his charge where you can hit him, but I don't know where that window is. But you shouldn't have did that. Ow. Yeah, he gets very aggressive now. Watch that health tick, tick, tick. Ow. Ow. Come on. We got him. We got him. We got him. Oh, yeah. Angry birdos. So, easy game for babies. Turns out, Angry Birds beats Dragon. These are good ghosts, by the way. We don't have to fight these ghosts. Could you imagine 12 of those absolute shitheads all at once? All right. Yeah, let's hit the save. Well, excuse me. That's what I get for drinking soda. So all this is if you get down here, the phazon suit is required to beat the game. So if you end up getting all of the artifacts and everything, then you can beat Ridley and you can get down here, because honestly I think the only thing you need for Ridley is maybe Plasma Beam, but I think you might be able to beat him without Plasma Beam. I've never tried, because I like the Plasma Beam. But anyway, if you get down here and you don't have the phazon suit, you can scan this, and it will tell you where the phazon suit is, or at least what region of the game the phazon suit's in. Now, we are immune to regular blue phazon. We are not immune to spicy phazon. Oh, and wait, no, that's where are they? Give me them. Give me them. This is for you, Hope. These are Lumigex. They are phazon-charged reptiles. They're natives of Tallon IV. The Lumigex travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb and radiate phazon energy, making these swarms a threat. But that's fine. We're just gonna pop on over Leave the Lumigex alone. Wait, what's a Dark Souls challenge? We're going to just run past all of the Metroids in here. Because we don't need to deal with them. And if we do, then we just drop a power bomb. The platforming here is the biggest danger. All 12 ghosts at once. Actually, the funny thing is, there is an area in Dark Souls that is just chock full of ghosts. By the way, that room we just passed is a missile recharge station, and we didn't use any of our missiles for that fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? He just waited? Alright. Bomb on you too. It's frustrating having to use 2 bombs. Oh well, here we are. Very nice of them to include these convenient magnetic rails. That is the Metroid Prime. Let's do it. So, as far as I know, the Metroid Prime is essentially a Metroid that managed to mutate. Did you scan the thing? Thank you. Managed to mutate due to all the phazon around the impact crater. And one of the mutations it got was it was able to phase through the barrier. And when it did, it ended up coming into contact with a lot of high-density phazon, all this red phazon, which triggered further drastic mutations. Okay, so let's see what this says. Because I think this would have the original entry. The entry, I believe, was changed in the Prime Trilogy to account for some retcons they had to do because of things in Metroid Prime 3, Corruption. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. Metroid Prime, highly evolved phazon-producing lifeform. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommended maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. No kidding. So, right now, it follows the same logic as the power troopers. Ooh, gonna stand here. So we're gonna hit it with a missile. There we go. Super missile, specifically. Ah. Okay, now, this is why I wanted the Wave Buster. We just let the Ghostbusters beam do its work. There we go. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Never crossed the streams. Alright, what are we on? We are still purple. Ah, we lost our lock on. There we go. Alright, so now here we are going to want to... Ow, still got hit. What are you going to be this time? Ice. Don't want anything to do with the frost breath. Alright. And now, super missile. Ow. Okay. Try again. There we go. Okay, it's gonna... Next phase. Are we... What color? Is that white? Oh god. What happened? What hit me? Yeah, restock me. Why is this being... Good lord. Okay, there we go. Got that damage over time from the fire. Next. It's too easy. Ow. I'm glad I have so much health. Easy game for babies. Guys, I think I'm going to play Metroid Prime Remastered when we get there on hard mode. What's next? Red? Alright. Oh, come on. Really? We're just gonna... Oh boy. The ice beam is too slow. It won't stop moving. Jesus. Okay, now we have something we can track. You suck. Oh. We'll take it. I don't think you can, actually. Because there are enemies that do not take damage from missiles. Also, this guy. Jesus. I am very low. And you're active. Okay, we can deal with that. Done. That is Metroid Prime Phase 1 complete. Where am I? There it is. Down we go. So this is the actual Metroid Prime. We basically just damaged its armor to the point where it needed to leave. Metroid Prime, the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the Phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a Phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's Phazon weapons system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. Yeah, so we like that attack because it just gave us a boatload of health. Restock. And it's also easy to avoid. So this is essentially a waiting game. That's what we're looking for. And it's apparently sitting right on top of it. I believe thermal? No, X-ray's the first one. Okay. And then we just do this. So essentially, what we're doing is the Phazon suit is soaking up all of the Phazon, the pure, unadulterated Phazon that it emits. Okay, I've never actually seen it shift without summoning Metroids. That's very odd. Yeah, this is just a massive game of keep away. Come on. Do the thing, dude. There we go. Whoops. I think it's... Oh, Jesus Christ. That scared the hell out of me. Where did it go? There he is. That Metroid jumped right into the beam. That was not smart. Alright. There we go. I believe it's X-ray again. Oh shit, there we go. Yeah, it YOLO'd too close. Wanted some of Samus's sweet brain juices. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Do the thing. And as far as I know, there's no way to, like, bait the attack out. You essentially are just waiting for it. And now we would be on thermal. Where are you at? There we go. I think one more ought to do it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of baiting the attack. I think everything it does is essentially random. So we just have to... Oh, yeah. We love to see it. Oh, and we get to do it in normal vision? Let's go. Oh. Oh, we get to see the, we get to see what gravity suit looks like. I forgot about that. So essentially, the Metroid Prime is absorbing all of the Phazon in like a last-ditch effort. Oh, that's what our gravity suit looked like? Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually a really cool gravity suit. Oh, that is dope. I like it. I kind of like the, I like the like, I don't know. I don't even know what you would call that. Like some light purple with like the almost pink lights. Like, that's actually really good. That's a good color combo. Go randomizer. I'm not as huge on the green, but, you know. Mauve. Mauve or mauve? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so essentially, because, excuse me, because the Metroid Prime was the source of the Phazon on the planet, when it died, it essentially, like, imploded on itself, like a last-ditch effort to absorb as much of the Phazon as it could to try and save itself from, like, destruction. And in doing so, it also pulled the Phazon suit off of Samus, like that outer layer of armor off of Samus. And because of that, we get Dark Samus in Prime 2 and 3. Dark Samus is the Metroid Prime. Which, you know, that was kind of cool. That was like, as far as, you know, doppelganger baddies go, like I like the Dark Samus thing. I also liked the SAX in Metroid Fusion. But I think Fusion is a very different feel. The SAX in Fusion is meant to like fill you with this sense of like dread. Yes, Dark Samus's outfit does indeed slay. Yeah, Gunpei Yokoi. The OG Metroid creator. No, Dark Samus is not a bad bitch with a good heart. She is simply a bad bitch. But yeah, the SAX in Metroid Fusion is meant to give you like this overwhelming sense of dread when you hear like the audio cues. But Dark Samus is meant to be a rival to Samus. You know, like something to like fight against, whereas the SAX is essentially Samus, like Samus from Super Metroid walking around fully kitted, and then, you know, versus Samus who lost all of that. You know, it's essentially like full power Samus versus, you know, Samus who's just getting her legs back under her. So like anytime you come across it, you basically just have to run. Like you can't fight it. Do we get the thing? What is it gonna say? Is it gonna say like 90 something percent? 96, because we didn't have the 3 artifacts. Ugh. So we're not gonna get the scene. Well, yeah, that ended a lot faster than I thought it would. I didn't think that we were going to be done that quickly. So I did not leave missiles behind. We had 250 missiles. That is how many missiles you get in this game. Pretty sure. I'm gonna just quickly double check that. Yeah, maximum 250. You start with 5, and then there's 59 missile expansions. Ha. Don't worry though. There will be more missiles to obtain in other games. You can be sure of that. Yeah. So I think moving forward, starting on Monday, we're going to start with Zero Mission. We're going to run through Zero Mission. Once we're done with that, we'll do Prime Remastered. And then Prime 2. If I can find a way to emulate Prime 3, that would be better, but I'll probably end up having to like drag my Wii out of whatever, you know, tomb it's currently in, and resuscitate that thing, so that we can do Prime 3. And then I think, see, part of me wants to do Part of me wants to do the remake of Metroid 2 that was on the 3DS. Another part of me wants to do AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake, because it's a fan game and it's a phenomenally made fan game. And I think it's also like it's truer to the original, and I'm probably going to do that one. But I don't know, maybe at some point we'll do you say both. Yeah, we can do both. I'm probably not going to do both in a row. I'll probably do AM2R and then I'll continue on with the series. And then at some point we'll do, you know, we can do the Samus Returns. But yeah, after AM2R it'll be Super Metroid. And then Metroid Fusion, then Metroid Dread. At some point we'll get the Switch 2, and we'll get Prime 4, and I will 100% play that on this channel. I can't promise that I'll do a blind playthrough on the channel, but maybe we could do a blind playthrough. Yeah, I think maybe I'll sprinkle in some other stuff, different games, other game series throughout. You know, like I do enjoy Dark Souls games, Elden Ring. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen lately, so we might sprinkle some of that in. Yeah, we'll start with Zero Mission on Monday and see how that goes. Well, you guys, you know, stay happy, stay healthy, and just have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever is applicable for you. It has been fun. I did enjoy this. This kind of started off as like a random hobby. I'm still only getting, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3 people in the actual live streams, but I've been seeing like a decent number of views, more views than I thought I would have on the VODs when they get uploaded. So that's cool. But you know, who knows what the future holds. But that sounds like something that later me should be worried about. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining.